What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, we got some shocking news. As Olympic silver medalist, undefeated 3-division world champion, superstar boxer, Shakur Stevenson, who is 23 wins, no loss, no draw, 11 wins by way of knockout, 27 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. He did an interview to which he was on the Breakfast Club here in New York. And Shakur Stevenson, in the past, has stated that he's going to top out at 135, 140 at best. But now Shakur Stevenson is calling out British superstar, welterweight and junior middleweight title contender, Conor Benn, the son of a legend, Nigel Benn. Conor Benn is 23 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 14 wins by way of knockout, 28 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. He's coming off the first loss of his career, but it was a massive fight in a family rivalry against his father's biggest rival, his father's Nigel Benn, Chris Eubanks Jr., the son of his father's rival, Chris Eubanks Sr., to which he lost a unanimous decision, and they fought at 160 pounds. But clearly, Chris Eubanks Jr., who is 35 wins, 3 losses, no draw, 25 wins by way of knockout. One time in his career, he was knocked out. He's nearly 6 feet tall with a 73-inch arm reach. At 35 years of age, he's competed at 168. He was clearly just too big for Conor Benn. And Shakur Stevenson is now saying that he'll go up. Get this. He'll go up to 154, right? And challenge Conor Benn. Now, but Ak was on there. You know, Ak does the boxing portion of the Breakfast Club because they're super casuals when it comes to the sport of boxing. Charlemagne the God, Envy, and sometimes they mix with the female that's on there. But nonetheless, they're casuals, super casuals in the sport of boxing. So when Shakur says, "I'll challenge Conor Benn at 154, Ak was like, wait a minute, 154? And Shakur's like, yeah, 154. I'll go up to 3 divisions for the biggest fights, right? And Ak's like, Conor Benn is punching. You know what I'm saying? Like, that dude is big, he's strong, he's athletic, he's aggressive. And Shakur said, yeah, for the big fights, that's a super fight, especially in the UK. But here's where the problem comes in. And then the boxers, they get upset with the fans for holding them accountable for the things that they say, okay? Shakur Stevenson in the past, when asked about a fight with Devin Haney, when asked about a fight with Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia, he stated that he's not a big guy. You know, he started his career at 126 pounds, 130-pound champion, 135-pound champion. He's simply just not a big guy in that he's really just a 135-pounder that's going to top out, and possibly, at best, he'll fight at 140 and a catchweight at 144 for guys like Devin Haney, but he's not going to 147. But now you're saying you'll go to 54 and challenge Conor Benn? This is where people be like, fighters are doing it solely for the money and not for the legacy, and then they get upset when people say this because people hold them accountable for what they're saying, right? And then, you know, the whole ducking aspect comes in. I, in the past, thought Shakur Stevenson was always able to go to 140 and 147, right? But now to go to 154 is bizarre. That's absolutely bizarre for Conor Benn. It's a super fight. It's a big fight. It's a huge fight. But to say that you'll go to 54, man, then you got to be able to say that you'll go to 47 for Devin Haney, and you'll go to 47 for Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia, and so on and such. Rolly Romero is now calling you out, aggressively calling you out. Rolly fights at 147. He just upset Ryan Garcia, right? Dropped Ryan Garcia in the second round. then outbox Ryan Garcia, right? So you go ahead and fight Rolly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you could fight Conor Benn, you could fight Rolly. It's just as big of a fight. Not in the UK, it would be a bigger fight to fight Conor Benn in the UK. But to fight Rolly here in the States after Rolly upset Ryan Garcia, that would be a huge fight. Now, I think Shakur Stevenson could beat Conor Benn because of his style and his skill set. So even if he went to 154, I think he could beat Conor Benn. It's just the fact that, you know, now you're saying you're willing to go to 54, but you wasn't willing to go to 47 for Devin Haney and these dudes. That puts an asterisk by it. It just simply does. It is what it is. It just simply does, right? But, I mean, let's see how this unfolds and plays out, man. But that's all I got for y'all, man. I think that Shakur Stevenson can compete with anybody at any weight class, right? Whether it's 154, 147, whatever weight class it is, right? He's just that talented, that skilled, and, you know, that high of a ring IQ that I don't truly think that weight is going to be a major problem for Shakur Stevenson against anybody, right? Unless, obviously, he can just go a little too far. Like, if he goes to 60, 68, some of that magnitude, then that might just be a little too far. But I think that his skill set, it translates like Floyd Mayweather's skill set, right? That he can compete with anybody. So I think he could beat Conor Benn. That's going to be a great fight, a hell of a fight, a tough fight for Shakur Stevenson to compete with Conor Benn, you know. But I think he could do it for sure. But it's just shocking that he just made that, you know, statement, and calling out Conor Benn is shocking. But let's see how this all unfolds and plays out, man. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. All one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.